Musk has challenged Russian President Vladimir Putin to a duel to decide the fate of Ukraine. The SpaceX founder and Tesla CEO has escalated his support of Ukraine after delivering Starlink satellite internet access to assist with widespread communication outages. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked Musk and personally invited him to visit. So Musk tweeted the direct challenge to Putin, writing in a mixture of English and Russian, "I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to single combat. Stakes are Ukraine. Do you agree to this fight?" When one of his followers questioned if Musk had thought this through, he replied, "I am absolutely serious." Musk did not provide details on how he intends the combat to take place, but dueling has been banned in most of the Western world since the 1800s.
Here's Elon talking about, not talking, but this is some top secret information of how Elon has been preparing apparently for this fight. It's not gonna happen. Watch this.
Is this the best way to hold it?
I have no idea.
You know what you should do is you should go down like this. Right?
Okay.
Don't you think?
Well, holding it like that. Let me see. Now you could come out of this with fewer fingers than you can.
No, I'm not going to because you're not going to do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is. No.
No.
I think paper's too strong.
Is there another way we can engineer?
The paper's just too strong. He said, "Choose your fighter." Can I go neither, David?
First of all, that woman is more brave than Putin or Musk. To hold that paper up as that sword's flying is insane. But this is all, to use this serious event for your ego trip is unbelievable to me. I mean, Elon Musk just generally is so annoying. Putting aside his union busting, putting aside his racial discrimination, Tesla had to pay out $100 million to a former employee for racial discrimination, and they're being investigated by California over this as well. Putting all of that aside, even though we shouldn't, but putting that aside, he is just an incredibly insufferable person on Twitter, and it shows you that money has not helped him. I mean, he goes on Twitter because he needs he needs his ego stroked. So he gets into these fights, he makes these claims, he says these things, he tries to get into like memes and doing. He's 50 years old. This guy is a child, and it is so unbelievably childish. If I had as much money as he did, I would delete Twitter and go on vacation somewhere for the rest of my life. Like, why are you even involved in this? It is so crazy to me.
This is what I've always said when it comes to people with money, when it comes to them stacking it more and more. I think I've talked to Cenk about this before. And it's just like, hey, we're like, why do they keep falling over themselves to put themselves in certain positions that they have no reason to even be in? Dude, go off and relax. Maybe spend your money on something that could be helpful, which, as they point out at the beginning, that he is. So your name gets some positive light here. Over in Ukraine, they were talking about how the assistance has helped with internet connections and all that. Bro, you're gold right now. Chill. I don't understand why then this has to turn into, I need to make sure I come up with some kind of dust up on Twitter so that people, largely 75% of people probably are like, what are you doing? And then you get Jake Paul jumping on the back end of it, talking about taking and making these things. Let's take care of this like a man. I think he did point that at one point. Let's do this like men. I'm not sure if you understand how bad that actually looks. If we're in the middle of this invasion, everyone's talking about how people are dying, innocent victims are dying, and we're talking about let's settle this like men. I think that's the problem right now. They're trying to settle it like men.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this whole thing is just, it doesn't, again, it's all a big distraction. Like these people, and to have, it's just one more point, the news there to cover this as like a serious thing. Like, we're not sure what Elon Musk means by this. He's stroking his ego. Like, just cover this. Like, obviously he's there to get attention. That's all this is about. Let's not take this seriously. It's ridiculous. These people are ridiculous, and they're just doing this all for their own egos.
It should be on Access Hollywood or Entertainment Tonight. Those are the outlets that should be covering Elon Musk in this particular instance.